morning, welcome back to a new video. It is not morning, it is very much evening, but we have to work all day, all night long. As you saw from the start of the video, Pupi was fixing it, so probably that's all fixed now. We can fix the fuel tank, not like fix it, like put it on and start it. As you saw in the first clips, we put this temporary switch. I actually don't want the switch here, it's way too nice of a switch to sit here. This is completely temporary, it's just gonna, it doesn't even like, it stays on, so it's gonna keep the starter running and then I click it on when it starts. So that's a temporary switch, I just don't want to do it with screwdriver, and I zip tied this on so it's on. And then when I set up a new switch, which I already ordered today, then I'm gonna close it all up properly. I checked all the lights are working, so I also bought a light switch which is broken there, so I'm gonna change the light switch. I tried to make a temporary fuel tank as I thought, you know, it's nothing hard, you just drill out a hole and put in like a tap. And as soon as I drilled out the hole, I realized the one where you put the hose on, the brass little piece, it has to be screwed on from both sides. So I realized at that moment that I messed up. If I drilled it out maybe directly at the where you pour the fuel out, like under, then maybe I could get it down with the ratchet. But I drilled it on the opposite side, thinking, you know, like the fill up is gonna be here and then it's gonna go out of there. I was completely like dreaming when I was doing it. So I ruined the whole fuel tank. It's not like they're expensive, but it's a shame. Like, it's not nice. So yeah, we're just gonna take the fuel tank that was in here. We can't pour things out of there because there's a protection, so it all goes all the way down like that, and you can't pour anything out, it just goes on the edges. It's kind of like an anti-steal mechanism, but you still could suck it out. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut the top off, not the top of the tank, but where you put the fuel in, because I can already see that it's been cut once and welded. So I might as well try it as well, and if it doesn't work, it's scrap anyways. It's pretty rotten. It still holds fuel, but you know, it's all rusty inside. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna cut the top off, and then the anti-theft thingy comes out, and then you can pour out all the stuff, put some whatever inside, brake cleaner, shake it all up with some, maybe something, screws or something, and then dump it out. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna put two filters, so we're gonna put the fuel filter from a car, and we're also gonna put the filter that came with, little like a tank that sits the dirt on bottom, so hopefully catches all the dirt and nothing gets in our carburetor and ruins it. So yeah, let's try that and see how good that goes. So what I got here is a new welder. We are running out of light, so we gotta make this fast. And hopefully the tricycle just runs like it is meant to, and we can get going. This is actually for another project I bought, because I need to weld some more precise things. So this is actually an automatic welder, like half automatic, semi-automatic, what is it called? It's a MIG welder, so no gas. So I don't need the gas. It comes with a professional helmet. Oopsie doopsie. And instructions how to use it, we know that. Ooh. Okay, okay, doing it on the table, what's very high up is not the smartest. And that is a reveal of a welder. The next thing we have to do is plug this on here. Then, oopsie, blow that. That's... Do they test these before they send them off? Because this has welding spatter on it. So has someone tried my welder before me? Okay, I'll take it. If it works. Oh, they could have, if they tried it, they could have left me a roll in there. That would have been worth it, because those are like 30 euros. But I guess not. Then we are just gonna spam this in. One. Don't do this at home, it's very dangerous. It had an escape hole, so it couldn't possibly blow up, but it was scary because I forgot about it. Oopsie. We're starting the next morning because yesterday was way too cold and way too dark. Pupils have been up all night. Yes, as they're explaining that the electronics were not set up correct. So our ignition key kind of, was not in the on position, which I set it now, and that should let it start because there was no spark. So that's why it wasn't starting. Now we have solved our fuel leaking problem. The tank, it's okay. Yes, it's a bit dirty, I know, Pepe, but it's gonna run for now, and we put a filter on, so that should filter all the dust and dirt. The fuel coming into the carburetor is actually looking pretty clean, so the filter's doing a good job. Let's see if it starts. I'm not sure if it will, but maybe it does. It is spinning a bit slow. So this thing is not working. I've gone through everything and the problem is in the spark. It gives sometimes spark if I go blow with the spark plug off the fuel. It runs, but I can see that the spark is going sideways and the ceramic around the spark plug has cracked. So that is causing it to pull the spark in somewhere else. Also this ignition, which gives the ignition timing, is, the cable just popped out. I really barely touched it and it popped out. It was not having a good connection, so I'm just gonna buy that whole kit. You can just buy all of it and replace it, get a new spark plug, get the key to be a bit better as well, so we have a consistent spark. Right now it spins good. It starts when you clean the spark plug, it starts, but as soon as it gets a bit wet, too much fuel, it just stops and it gives the spark sideways, so it does not burn efficiently or at all in this case. So I think a new spark plug and ignition system fix and also the electrical system fix is just gonna solve it. So we just have to wait for those things and then we can get it going. We wanted this thing repaired for the hay because it has a big trailer, and also we want it for the storage room to empty it in here and then dump it out. It doesn't have a dump trailer yet, but I will work on that to fix that up. Probably not for this year, but we can just scoop it out. It's better than doing wheelbarrows or the small little motoblock. I think it's gonna struggle with heavy clay. This thing is a lot more powerful. It has a lot more horsepower. As I checked the manual, it has twice the horsepower of that little thing. So this thing is meant to really bring heavy loads, and I'm gonna put some tractor tires on it. So we don't know how long the parts will take to arrive, and we just wanna continue on. So we're just gonna go modify our existing little thing. We're gonna put some sides on the wheelbarrow so we can load up more hay. Hay is very light, so we can load a lot more. And we're gonna bring it to goats and to the boys because they need hay. And yeah, until the parts arrive, we are leaving this thing alone.